Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti. I am MrPhotographer.com. Today we're going to talk about how sometimes when you replace a sky in Photoshop, the controls that are in the sky replacement dialog box aren't good enough, meaning you're still not getting a good sky replacement. So what you'll need to do then is go into the masks that Photoshop applied to the image and actually modify the masks directly. And I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. And I think this is a technique that would come in very handy. For this example, I have the image of the bald eagle. I want to replace that ugly chain link fence that is behind the eagle with just a blue sky and with some clouds. Make it look kind of nice. Now to do that, we're going to go up to Edit, and then we're going to go down to Sky Replacement. And the Sky Replacement dialog box appears, and you'll see it replaced the chain link fence sky behind the eagle with this sky. I'll just take this one, whatever this one happens to be. Now, as we're looking at it, you could see that it didn't do a great job. If we look at the forehead of the bird, we could see the sky is bleeding through on the forehead. There's some bleeding through on the feathers over here, a little bit over on the cheek. So it didn't do a great job. So the next step is to go over to the controls over here and adjust these controls to see if we could get it to fit better. Now, the main control for this issue that I'm having where the sky is bleeding through on the forehead is this fade edge control. As I move that to the left and let it render, you could see that it's starting to look a little better. It's still bleeding through, but not as good. Now, we could come in and try to shift the edge, but you'll see that that actually doesn't do a good job either way. And the other controls, brightness, temperature, scale, none of that is going to affect that bleeding through issue that we have. So there's nothing left here that will help us with this issue. So we kind of have to accept it as is, then modify the masks that it creates. Now make sure that you have the output to new layers, because if you have it to duplicate layer, you won't have the ability to do this modification that I'm going to be doing. So make sure it's to new layers and click OK. And then once we do that, you can see we have these layers now. And there's there's actually three masks. One is just affecting the color, and the mask isn't even being used. It's totally white. That's an adjustment layer. Above that is a mask for the lighting, and above that is a mask for the actual sky. And this is the one that we're interested in. So if I turn it off, you can see that we're right back to our original image pretty much. And I'll turn it back on and you can see that. Now what we want to do is we want to modify the mask. If you look closely at the mask in this thumbnail, you'll notice that where it's black is where the eagle is, and where it's white is where the sky is. Well, if I hold the Alt or Option key, and it's Alt on a PC, Option on a Mac, and click directly on that mask, you'll get a view of the mask. And you can see now that it's not absolutely black where the eagle is. Some of it is gray, and where it is gray, and that is where the sky is bleeding through. We also have an issue in the top left-hand corner. So it isn't absolutely white and absolutely black. We have this gray in there, and that gray is what is causing our problem. So to fix that, what we need to do is make sure that we're clicked right on the mask. So make sure the mask is active. It has this little white cornered box on it. That means it's active. And you can see how the other masks and the other layers do not have that white cornered box. So we're active on the mask. Then what you want to do is you want to go up to Image, down to Adjustments, and then down to Levels. And you'll get this levels adjustment. Now we're going to be adjusting the levels of the mask. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to this far left-hand control and move it to the right. And you can see as I move it to the right, we're starting to get rid of that gray. And you want to just move it far enough. You don't want to go too far, because something like that would happen. And we definitely don't want that. So we're going to undo that. So what we'll do is now we just want to move it just enough. So we're getting rid of all that gray right to the edge of the bird's head, pretty much. All right, now we have this bleeding through of the black part of the mask onto the white part of the mask, which is the sky. So we want to make this part up in here white as well. So we'll take this far right slider and move it to the left. And you can see how we're cleaning up the mask. Basically just using this levels control. All right, now we did that. That's good. We still have a couple more issues here. We have this thing up here. We have this thing over here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to click OK on this and accept this. Now we're still on the mask. What we need to do is get a brush. Hit the B key on your keyboard for the brush. What you want to do is get rid of the black up here. So we're going to paint in white. Over here on the color swatches, we have black and white. If you don't have the default black and white, hit the D key on your keyboard. It will get you the default colors. And we need the white being in the foreground. If it isn't, hit the X key and you'll swap them foreground to background. Now we want the white in the foreground. We're going to get a bigger brush by hitting the right bracket key. Left bracket key would make it smaller. And we'll just get rid of that. Now we've done that. Now over here we have this issue where the feathers aren't all black. We need to paint black there. So I'll hit the X key on the keyboard and paint in black. Now we have kind of an edging right there. We got to be careful. What we could do is we don't have to do it right now. Just leave it be. What we're going to do is hold in that Alt Option key again and click on the mask again. And now we have our eagle back. And you can see that issue right here. And we could still paint even though the mask isn't being viewed. As long as we're clicked on the mask and we have that white cornered box on it, we could just come in here and click on or paint on it directly, just like that. And that's as easy as it is. We just used the sky replacement tool in Photoshop and then modified it or modified the masking so it better fits the image. And if you see any little blue coming through, paint in black, in this case on the eagle. In your case, it would be on whatever subject was in the image. You want to paint in black on the mask. Make sure you're on that, the sky mask. Paint in black there. And wherever the sky is, you're going to paint in white. So just like that. So that is that. And I'll just go right back up here. And then I think maybe I'll crop this to finish it up a little bit. Maybe I'll bring it in from the top a little bit, maybe down a little bit. I think something like that. I'll accept that crop. And there is my image of the bald eagle looking right at me like it wants to gouge my eyeballs out. Thank you, everyone who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.